Gage, can you please paint a picture of what you saw on Saturday?
Thank you, Mike. That's right. We did arrive on the scene Saturday around 10:30 a.m. and the police presence was stronger than I've ever seen before. We're going to show you some of that video of the scene right now. Officials completely sealed off a 2-block radius around the synagogue, and we observed authorities from Pittsburgh Police, Pennsylvania State Police, SWAT teams, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, the Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the FBI, and more. Some officers dressed in their own clothes from home and some wearing full camo tactical gear donned with assault rifles. On every corner was more ambulances and police cars. We talked to multiple people at the scene, including Bishop David Zubik, who spoke with the media and consoled mourning community members. Here's what Zubik had to say. Community members gathering at the scene to lay flowers and, more importantly, comfort one another as they try to piece together what happened on Saturday. But to help with the mourning was seniors from the Taylor Alderdice High School in Pittsburgh. Cody Murphy and her friends came together and organized a vigil outside of the 6th Presbyterian Church in Squirrel Hill. I traveled from the scene to the vigil to continue our nonstop coverage. Hundreds of people gathered outside of the 6th Presbyterian Church in Squirrel Hill Saturday night in the pouring down rain to remember the 11 people that were killed at the Tree of Life Synagogue earlier.
We shall overcome someday.
Thousands braved the freezing rain to show their true Pittsburgh colors. As you can see, the Pittsburgh community very affected by this tragedy. Members coming together, coming out in support to remember the 11 people that were killed. Reporting outside of the 6th Presbyterian Church in Squirrel Hill, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media.
Snow, slush, ice, and rain, you name it, Moon Township got it on Wednesday. That's what forced Robert Morris University officials to cancel morning and afternoon classes and officials in Moon Township to close University Boulevard.
And just to give you an idea, temperatures here in downtown Pittsburgh were in the low to mid 50s. People getting in these pumpkins right here just to paddle down the Allegheny River to have some fun. Reporting from the North Shore Riverwalk, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. After 3 days at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, the Pittsburgh Pet Expo came to a close on Sunday, November 5th. Reporting from the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in downtown Pittsburgh, Gage Goulding and Buddy, RMU Sentry Media. Marcella Grushalak and Buns took social media by storm whenever they went through a Fox Chapel Wendy's drive-thru to get Buns a little frosty treat. But now she's here on campus at Robert Morris University and students loved it.
People want to see the Steelers get on them. They want to see the Pirates get on them. They want to see, you know, the Pens get on them. So, I mean, it's added to the bucket list. We'll see where it goes now.
Although Marcella does enjoy riding Buns and knocking crazy things off her bucket list, that's not her full-time job. She works at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center in Pittsburgh, saving lives. Soccer and golf, two sports that you may never think of at the same time or together, but a man in Mars, Pennsylvania had a vision, and he brought soccer golf here to Pittsburgh. Now, although the Penguins did win this game to Fleury, that's still a home ice victory. Fans here at PPG Paints Arena in love that Fleury is back on his home ice. Reporting from PPG Paints Arena in downtown Pittsburgh, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. This report comes in light after executive Hollywood film producer Thomas Tull says he's interested in buying the Pittsburgh Pirates for $1 billion. Now, majority owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bob Nutting, has not commented on this, but he has said in the past he's not interested in selling the Major League Baseball team. Reporting from PNC Park on the North Shore, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. And you guys can see just how serious community members were affected, and it was most definitely a somber scene inside the church and out on the street. Although the formal ceremony only lasted about an hour, thousands still packed the corner outside of the church for many hours, some even staying past 11 p.m. Megan and Mike, these vigils took place across the nation. Although chilly temperatures and light wind did come through the region, one thing was evident Saturday night. Pittsburgh was stronger than hate. Reporting in downtown Pittsburgh, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. Tom Hanks took the stage here at Soldiers and Sailors Hall in Oakland, right on the campus of University of Pittsburgh, to talk about voting, not just in presidential elections, but in every election.
What is the most important election in the history of our country?
Hollywood film star Tom Hanks asked this question to hundreds of people that gathered at Soldiers and Sailors Hall in Oakland on the campus of University of Pittsburgh, and he answered with this.
All of them. Every single one of the elections in our country's history are the most important elections of our time.
Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald and the Governor of Maryland, Martin O'Malley, came out to Bridgeville to join 300 Connor Lamb supporters as he gave one more campaign event just weeks before the election.
Of the 3 victims, 2 have been released from the hospital and 1 is still in stable condition in a San Bruno hospital where her condition has been upgraded from serious to fair.
Now, Gage, we had President Trump came here just a couple weeks ago, Vice President Pence. Now, it's easy. I think it's safe to say that this race is going to have to be very, very important for both sides of the political spectrum.
Absolutely. This is something that's going to be a mainstay. Like you said, President Trump came 15 days later, Mike Pence came, and they said there that President Trump might be making another appearance here in Pittsburgh before that March 13th election. So waiting on that. But if that does happen, you can follow that coverage right here on RMU-TV and RMU Sentry Media. The medical examiner in Pittsburgh has identified a man who died in a house fire in Brentwood last week. 56-year-old Michael Festa was killed in the fire on Thursday. Authorities say that the fire was started by an explosion nearby. Although there's no definite plan for what they're going to do with the area of the log jammer, the park has a lot of options, and there's a lot of rumors flying around. Nick Paradise, though, hasn't given us any clues yet. Reporting from Kennywood Park in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. We're in Jackson Township, Ohio, outside the Jackson Memorial Middle School, where a 7th grade student shot himself in the bathroom just before 9 a.m. When Facebook users from Pittsburgh and other central and western Pennsylvania locations logged into their Facebook accounts on Wednesday, October 18th, they might have realized something was a little bit wrong. When you logged in, Facebook said, "Welcome to Philadelphia," and for certain, they were still here in Pittsburgh. The Drug Enforcement Agency has issued a warning on the dangers of carfentanil, which has been involved in numerous deaths around the country. Carfentanil is 10,000 times more potent than morphine, 100 times more powerful than fentanyl, and 10 times as strong as heroin. And officials in Pittsburgh say that the drug is here to stay. Reporting outside of UPMC Presbyterian Hospital in Oakland, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. 5 years ago, Toole tried to buy the San Diego Padres but was unsuccessful. Now, he hasn't made an actual offer to the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's all speculation at this point. Whether he does or not, we'll see what the Nutting family has to say. Reporting from PNC Park in Pittsburgh's North Shore, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. The city of Pittsburgh is just one of many cities around the country applying for Amazon's 2nd worldwide headquarters. Now, County Executive Rich Fitzgerald did fly to Seattle last weekend to sit down with Amazon's top officials and discuss the plans of this site right behind me. Now, the city of Pittsburgh would benefit tremendously from this. The city says about 50,000 jobs. Reporting from Hazelwood, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. Authorities here at Moon Township Police did place a reverse 911 call to neighbors in the area looking for information. Anybody with a lead is encouraged to contact 911 or Moon Township Police directly. Reporting from the Moon Township Police headquarters here in Moon Township, Gage Goulding, RMU Sentry Media. President Trump was proud to report that H&K will be investing $2.7 million of a capital investment back into its plants here in Coriopolis.
Apple just announced they are giving their employees tax cut bonuses worth $2,500 each.